We started making syrup as a project, my dad and I, back in 1990. We took a trip down to Glenwood Sugar Mill. A friend of ours, Ben Lejeune, had lined us up to meet an old guy by the name of Philip Aucoin to see how to make syrup. And we went in February and wrote down what the guy did, how he made his syrup, and measured his pan, and we came home and made a pan like his, just out of mild steel, and made a burner. We're still using the same burner today, but I've changed from mild steel to stainless on this pan because of calcium in the soil would get in the iron and be hard to clean. And we don't have that trouble with the stainless, but we pretty much follow the process he had talked about, with the exception we've modified a little bit and sped the process up a little bit. He wouldn't cook his as fast and hard as we do because he had plenty of time, but we find it cleans up a lot better if we boil it harder and faster. We have our own little mill, cut the cane. I'd say probably everybody, with the exception of us that makes syrup, strips the cane, strips all the leaves off of it. We used to do that, but since we grow cane commercially, we have plenty of cane, so we don't strip it. We just cut it, load it, bring it here, and run it through the mill. And we found that if we cut it one day and process it the next day, we got a lot prettier, clearer, cleaner cane by not waiting. A lot of people cut it 2-3 days, a week ahead, but we find for our use, it's much better to do it as fresh as possible. But it takes a little more cane to make the same batch if you don't strip it. It takes a little more skimming, but it's a lot less work. So we do that too, just to save on labor and time. Doesn't make any difference in the end product. The variety doesn't seem to make any difference. We've done it out of 6 or 7 different varieties, and we don't find any difference in variety as far as the taste or the quality of the syrup. Because all it is cane juice that you skimming the impurities out of and the dirt and the trash out of it and boiling the water off until you get it to the consistency that you want. And we use called a Bombay spindle. It's a fancy name for a hydrometer for heavy liquid. And we cook ours down, start bottling it when it gets to 36 on the hydrometer. A lot of people don't go but to 32, but that's where we like it. And we hadn't had any complaints from anybody, so unless somebody can prove us something better, we're gonna stay doing what we're doing. We just kind of a labor of love. We make it, don't really to sell it, to give it away to friends and family, and try to show it to people that have never seen it. Every now and then we get some good friends to come help us and don't mind coming work. But that's our story, and we do it mainly just to give away.